True heroism is remarkably sober, very underdramatic. It is not the urge to surpass all others, but it is to serve others at whatever cost. Hello and good morning to one and all. Today, we are all here gathered for the very first VEDNA Awards 2021. It's my pleasure to welcome you all here and thank you for being here. Today, we sing hymns for the unsung heroes and felicitate them. Today marks the beginning of VEDNA Awards and Sarkari School's journey with the first award ever. Let's start the award show soon enough, but you have to stay tuned for the awards to start. And we will meet all the heroes of today. But before I get started, I would like to invite my colleague Prerna. She is an MBA student from Uttarakhand and she works here on the wing of Project Surya. And she's also a senior project manager at Sarkari School. Prerna, the stage is yours.
Vakratund Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Karume Deva Sarvakarya Susarvada. Hello and a very warm, beautiful morning to all. I, Prerna, feel immense pleasure to welcome you all for today's auspicious occasion of Vedana Award, which is in itself very special because it's first time when an organization, Sarkari School, is presenting something like this. On behalf of our whole organization, I wholeheartedly welcome our guests and all our nominated organizations and individuals present here today. Today, Professor Srinidu SU is here with us as a chief guest. Welcome, sir. Your presence have added stars and moons to this event. I also welcome our audience who have joined us virtually through YouTube and other social media platforms. Thank you so much to you all for taking time out of your busy schedules and joining us. I assure you that it will be a memorable day for all of us and we are looking forward to have an amazing time with you all. Thank you so much. At last, I'll also like to introduce you all our organization, Sarkari School. Sarkari School is an initiative of VECitizen Foundation, a think tank that provides platform to highlight the hard work of individuals in the field of school education, uplifting the future of younger generations and those who are not related to government or any organization but are helping the neglected strata of Indian society. These peculiar innovators redefine the field of education with a lot of self-determination and hard work, and thus deserve recognition. Sarkari schools work on featuring unsung heroes who are underrated in this society. We give a platform to those people who have worked for betterment of school education with a holistic point of view. Individuals who genuinely help government schools and underprivileged kids should have a voice and a proper appreciation for their dedication and hard work. We at Sarkari School help them eradicate the dichotomy that exists between private and public sectors of education. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. Over to you, Prapti.
Thank you, Prerna, for shedding some amazing light about our organization and letting our guests as well as our viewers know and get a deep insight in our organization. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to invite Kamal to tell us more about Project Ved. Kamal, the stage is yours.
Good morning to the respected dignitaries, audience, and my dear fellow colleagues. I am Kamal Puturi. I am profoundly delighted to take this opportunity to talk about Project Vedna. Project Vedna is an initiation of Sarkari School and VECitizen's Foundation. On an average, every year, over 23 million of girls drop out from going to schools just because of menstruation. Just to combat this, here is Project Vedna that aims to spread awareness about menstruation and menstrual health and hygiene in this. So, Project Vedna is aimed to spread awareness, and its ultimate goal is to build a world where everyone can talk about periods in out loud and build a society where no one is held back just because of menstruation. Project Vedna has been successful in uplifting lives of many people by educating them about menstruation and menstrual hygiene. I am really proud to be a part of such an initiative. Thank you. Over to Prapti.
Thank you, Kamal Sai, for explaining everyone about Project Vedna so beautifully. I can't wait to listen to all the nominees today. Now, I would like to invite Vaishnavi Chauhan to brief you all about Vedna Awards 2022. Rashmi Chauhan is pursuing Masters in Political Science. She is the co-lead of Project Vedna and convener of VEDNA Awards. Vaishnavi, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Prapti. Good morning, everyone. Firstly, I would like to welcome each and every one of our nominees and chief guests present at the event. You all are our champions tonight, and I speak for the entire organization when I say that your work has truly inspired us. We all come from different walks of life, yet are united by a determination to achieve our common goal of menstrual justice for all. VEDNA Awards is to recognize and celebrate the accomplishments and journey of those whose efforts have had a massive impact in creating menstrual justice for all. Appreciate the individuals and organizations who have taken giant strides of progress on behalf of all the menstruators who have had to face discrimination due to the natural biological process of menstruation. We hope that this small token of our appreciation further motivates you to lead the charge in combating menstrual discrimination and in raising awareness around the issue of menstruation. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Vaishnavi. I think the idea behind this whole award ceremony is thank you so much for sharing it with us. And also, I would like to say that I'm so excited for the award ceremony that lies ahead of us. I think I speak for everyone here. I think it's very exciting to know who is going to win today at the first ever Vedna Awards of 2022. But before that, now it's time for me to introduce the man of the hour, our chief guest for today's event. It's none other than Professor Srinidhi SU. He is the mentor of Rotaract Club and also of Swarna Bangalore. He is known for his service and leadership at Rotaract and Rotaractory. Apart from that, he is also the founder of Vidyagul Education Development Academy, VEDA. He works as an assistant professor at Atria Institution of Technology, Bangalore. He has been honored with many awards, but namingly here, the champion of the Girls Empowerment Award in 2001, which made him the youngest recipient of this award and also the only Rotaractor and the only Indian to win this. I must say that words can't really give justice to a personality like him. But I really wish that, sir, आप आए spotlight पे और two words of wisdom हमारे सारे viewers के साथ share करें. Sir, please, can we hear us?
Yes.
Can we hear you?
Very good morning. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you're clearly audible. Please
okay. Thank you. And first of all, congratulations for a wonderful, very smoothly conducted meeting. In fact, I have seen this kind of discipline in very few meetings. So hearty congratulations for this. That shows the efforts which you have taken and appreciation for starting an awards based on a topic which is very close to my heart, in fact. But yet again, I have in this experience seen very few male participants here, which is of a concern for me once again. It's a wonderful phenomenon. In fact, it drives the generations together. But unfortunately, in the present scenario, there is a wide disparity between how the men has accepted it and how they have made it as a stigma or a taboo. And probably this is what is a major concern for all of us. So whenever I address any meetings, I always state that women are the carriers of the future generations. So their health is very, very important. And the girls, especially of who are studying in the high school, or it may be in the secondary schools or colleges, we need to, as social organizations, we need to ensure that their health is taken care of. Probably your project Vedana, and I also went through Sarkari schools, various other initiatives, maybe the Gudia or Sambal. So you have been doing wonderful, in fact. So once again, a hearty appreciation from my side. So today I have been requested to talk about how social organizations can change the way people accept menstruation or talks on menstruation and break the stigma. So probably I would like to go back to my story of how I got involved in this project. And as you had already mentioned, more than 23 million girls have been affected because of the natural cycle or phenomena of menstruation, that their studies get hindered. They are not able to go to schools. They're not able to continue their educations in a wonderful way. So this is what we also faced as a challenge when we took up this initiative. As a student, even I have seen my classmates running to washrooms as soon as they attain their period. And this caused a commotion in the girls, a concern, and in the boys, a confusion of what is happening. But every time we were silenced, telling this is not something which you should talk about. And as I became a teacher, I also saw my students having the same concern. More than concern, they had a fear in their mind of what people will think if they talk about periods which they are undergoing. I find no problem or no crime in it, but still the world has made it in such a way that this is something which should not be spoken about. I'm not sure why. So our idea of talking about menstruation was to break this taboo. We wanted to bring an end to this silencing of talking about periods. So in 2018, I got this wonderful opportunity to join Rotaract, and Rotaract is a youth wing of Rotary International, where one of the projects which I was induced initially was as a project chair of menstrual hygiene sessions. I was very happy, in fact, because a guy getting an opportunity to talk about menstruation is not always possible. Rotaract has given me this opportunity. So what we started as a small session in few schools and colleges, we widened the horizon and increased the bandwidth to colleges. We not only stick to the MHM sessions, we also spoke about menstrual products such as menstrual cups, or it may be reusable sanitary napkins. And something which drives me forward even today is whenever I ask men, do you know about menstruation? And they say no, I get a good opportunity to talk to them for at least half an hour on why they should be aware of it. So this is probably one of the wonderful aspects which I have experienced in my journey so far in this particular Projects 3. So we named this project as Projects 3 in 2019, and we have been going forward, reaching out to rural areas, even schools in the urban areas, and ensuring that our message is very clear. We need to speak about the periods, put a period to this taboo. It should not be a taboo or a stigma anymore. If I would say what are the challenges which we have faced as a social organization, is we have found out that girls are not just silenced about talking about periods, but they're also not allowed to go to schools in certain areas because they are having their periods. In some other places, they are not allowed to take bath for 7 days continuously. So this is very bad. In fact, this is not humane. And in some other places, they are not allowed to talk about it. Even in the schools, the school teachers itself say you should not talk about the periods in front of the boys. So we wanted to bring an end to this, and that's why we started this particular project, and we have been going forward. Speaking about my responsibility today is talk how can social organizations bring about a change or break the stigma. I see that most of you here who have been nominated for the awards, and also the organizing committee has been doing really well. I don't think there is a necessity of me to give a lecture on how you can proceed further, but I would only tell you that keep moving forward. We need to take more and more menstrual health and hygiene sessions in schools. Probably involvement of youth, like most of you who are here, students, this will give an add-on, because when a faculty or a teacher speaks to a student, it is different than when a sister or a brother goes to the school and talks to the student. So the age gap between the people will make things much clear. So involve the youth more and more in talks about menstrual health and hygiene. But before that, social organizations need to create a gender equality. So you need to give importance to sessions or awareness on how men also can take sessions or trainings on menstrual health and hygiene, not just women. So that is going to create a great difference, is what I feel. I have been invited to talk on this topic of menstrual health and hygiene on various platforms. In fact, I take trainings to my students. I take trainings to my, even it may be male or female student. I take trainings to even detractors who want to volunteer for these projects. So social organizations can make this a part and parcel of their initiatives. Several trainings on menstrual health and hygiene, and also reaching out to schools to provide the basic necessities. So when I say basic necessities, I don't just speak about sanitary napkins here. There are schools where children require undergarments as well. So we need to ensure that this is also provided. So small steps or actions by us can bring a great change, probably change the life of the girl students. One project which I can share here, which Rotary has taken up in Bengaluru, is a self-help group was created in the outskirts of the city of Bengaluru, where they initiated a project called Grama Lakshmi Yojana, using which women who did not have work were called together, given training to make reusable sanitary napkins. And this was called as Aram pads, and they're being sold out now. Whatever profit or money is being given is shared among this self-help group. So this is how women are also being trained to be a part of the social activities which we have taken up. So I call upon Vedana Awards, VECitizens Foundation, Sarkari School, and Vedana Project Vedana to come up with probably pedal for pad in the future. So you can go ahead and ask or create a widespread awareness on how menstruation can be perceived and accepted in the mainstream rather than kept as a taboo. Before I could end my talk, I would like to tell a small story. It seems a carpenter had created two chairs. A chair, one which was beautifully sculpted out, was placed in the showroom for sale. And while making another, there was a slight damage in it, and the carpenter did not want to sell it anywhere. The chair, which was made beautifully, was placed in the royal palace of the king of that particular kingdom. And the one with a small rejection or damage in it was placed in front of a temple. And after 2 years, the carpenter went to check on what's happening to his chairs. And he found out that the one in the royal palace is having a royal treatment. Once in a while, people come and sit upon it, and it is cleaned and well furnished. But the one near the temple is the one which provides shelter to the needy. It shelters the required. It makes the old people relax on it. And it also gives a relaxation to whoever is tired. So you decide which chair do you want to be, whether you are damaged or damaged in a sense. I'm not talking about physically here. I'm talking about, we all have a lot of problems in our life, but we restrict ourselves to me and my personal life. But rather than that, if we be this chair who is helpful to others, probably we are going to create a change. Once again, I appreciate your efforts, and I wish you all the very best, and a hearty congratulations to all the winners. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Professor Srinathi. Your words, I think, consisted of an insurmountable amount of wisdom. And as you said, menstruation should indeed be a topic that we discuss in a holistic manner with the active involvement of all stakeholders. And with that, I would like to take this session forward and move on to the next segment, which is that of award nominations. It will be hosted by me and Vesha. I have been working as a policy research intern, and I'm currently studying liberal arts at Symbiosis Pune. My co-hosts will be Ratuja and Prapti. I'd like to mention that from the tons of nominations that we have received from our audiences, our jury has narrowed down our nominations for today based on 3 objectives: idea, impact, and consistency. Just a second. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So let's begin with the first category for the same, which is community engagement. The award for this category honors individuals or groups who have meaningful dialogues and engage the community in conversations about menstruation in diverse environments. Before we begin, I would kindly request all the nominees to introduce themselves. Having done such noble work, your words could inspire someone to become the next period positive pioneer. So let's get to know everybody better. First up, we have Rashmi Sahar from Mukti Mission. She is a life transformation coach working around the holistic transformation of individuals from different walks of life. She is on a mission to educate the world about menstrual hygiene with Mukti. We cannot wait to hear from you. So please go ahead, Rashmi. Rashmi, kindly unmute yourself. Okay, it seems like Rashmi isn't with us at the moment. So we'll move on. So next we have Kakoli Roy from Foupon Foundation. For 8 years, her foundation has played a major role in the transformation of children, youth, men, and women through various means. Let's hear what Kakoli has to share with us. Kakoli, kindly unmute yourself.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, let me first introduce myself. And is it possible if I share a 2 minutes PPT with you? Hello? Hello, Anvisha, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kakoli Roy. I'm the founder and president of Foupon Foundation. We started this journey from last 9 years, and we are continuously working on the ground and slums, especially in the Delhi and Alwar. So we started our journey when we saw that the community people also need more attention, like education and different activities like education, livelihood, women empowerment. So we started from Delhi, but now we started our entire work in Alwar and West Bengal also. So I would like to share our PPT on this. I can't share it. Anvisha, I can't share it. Is it because the host is not allow me to share the PPT?
Just a minute.
Yes, ma'am, just a moment.
Uh, now that we are waiting, can you please share something related to your journey, how it started, at least with us, till the technical things get started?
Okay. So the thing, yeah, I started my journey in the NGO sector from last 17 years. So I started my journey in a NGO called Stop. So we are working for human trafficking issues and the issues they're facing every day, challenges I've been through. So from that time, I decided, so let's something do for the community girls and women and youth also, so that we can take them livelihood and given a better opportunity, better livelihood options. So we started our journey in the year 20 and 30. So from that, we are onto the slums and now started our journey from slum to providing education, livelihood, then providing different opportunities to the destitute people, like providing them different schemes. So we are for livelihood, generally for education, we are taking non-formal educations in the communities. I hope everybody understand what is non-formal education. In slums, they are not more aware about the education and everything. So we aware them why education is important and how it's important for their children to be in a mainstream society to get the livelihood and everything. So we aware the children, both the parents and the child, to come to our non-formal education classes. So right now, 150 plus children are our NFP classes. So we taught them basic English, enhance their English speaking languages. We provide them all the legal awareness, like we tell them what is sexual harassment, what is cyberbullying, what is POXO Act, what is child rights, and try to where the sensitize the parents so that we can enroll them in a proper school, because parents are not ready to, especially for the girl child, to enroll them in a school, especially due to COVID and other problems. They drop out the girl children mostly because they want to give them marry on the early age and they don't want the boy also, because they want, if they have child, then they can help them in livelihood and get the money for survival. For a livelihood, we are aware the community youth, the young girls and youth to come to our skill livelihood centers. We are running different skill livelihood programs like GDA, hospitality, hotels, and others programs like airlines, etc. So we aware them that come to our skill centers, join the programs, because for providing them any livelihood, we need some kind of skill on them. So they come to a center, we provide the training is approximately 1 to 2.5 years, and then we place them in a job. In livelihood till now, we I think almost five and more than 500 youth, we give them livelihood and job opportunities till now. Last one I am trying to tell you about that is about the menstruation health and hygiene. Foupon Foundation is actively working all over India on it. We thought that urban people, urban society people knows about it, and that means they easily discuss about the problems, pros and cons about it. But we are wrong. When we initiated the initiative about the menstrual health and hygiene in the communities, they are very shy to discuss about it with us. So first we try to close to what I'm supposed to say, to close the barrier between the problem they are facing, so that they can come to us, discuss to us about that. Day by day, when we start different type of awareness programs in the communities, we distributed our advocacy materials with them. And now the thing is that they come up with us, they join our mission. There is a campaign Foupon Foundation is running up, that's called Boon Pe Baat. So we try to go to the all the slums in the Delhi and sensitize them, aware them, come to us, discuss with us how you use the pads, what are the, if you are using the cloth, then how you use it, how to maintain that, what are the hygienes you're supposed to maintain for that. Try to tell about all the things through different programs and advocacy materials. So in back in except Delhi, we are also running same campaign in Alwar, especially in the Alwar Central Jail. So we thought, because they also have a basic human rights that is called sanitization. So we try to enhance that in jails also. So Alwar Central Jail, we conducted different awareness programs with the women, so they also know about the sanitizations and how to use it, where to throw the pads in the dustbin, or where how to throw it after they use it. Because especially in the jails, they are not aware about all these things, and what are the basic hygiene they're supposed to maintain during menstrual health and hygiene. So we try to tell them, aware them about it to the prisoners, to the women prisoners, and to the community in the villages, especially in the Alvars. They are very shy about to discuss about it. The women, they can't come in front of us. We try to go to the villages, except in the rural villages of Alwar, and convince them to come to it, to join our mission, so that we feel sensitized or aware 10 at least people, they can do the same thing by become a watch, community watch people, and aware other women in the villages. Because it's we if we can aware the people, women about that, then I think they also go and update about it to the other native in their villages. So this is the way till now we aware and sensitize more than 12,000 women in the community. So we are running a platform, online platform, Boon Pe Baat. So whenever people or women have any issues related that, we have resource persons on that. They come to our platform, online platform, to discuss about it with the resource persons. And so whatever problem they are facing, if they are facing any health issues during period, or about for the menopause, before the menopause, what are the pros and cons they're supposed to follow. So on our platform, on our awareness program, we try to tell them about that, which they are not. Before that, our community women are not, is not ready to go to buy the sanitary pads itself. So now they are sensitized enough to buy the sanitary pads and have tell the other people to aware about it. Also, we're running a self-help groups, is SHG groups. So through SHG groups, we are starting a manufacturing unit to manufacture low-cost sanitary pads in the community itself. So the women who are in our different communities. We are running 23 communities in Delhi and 5 in Alwar. So we are trying to involve these community women to come to our manufacturing unit, get the livelihood, prepare the sanitary pads, low cost sanitary, because it's very difficult for the slum women to buy 40 rupees sanitary pads for them. Generally, we try to them, in government also distribute Jan Aushadhi sanitary pad. This costs 10 rupees to 15 rupees per packet cost. So we are trying to create this kind of manufacturing unit and the community so that they get livelihood, they get awareness, they get jobs, and they become self and independent in their life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kakoli. I think the passion that you have and the work that you're doing, it has changed the life stories of many. And I'm sure it was truly engaging for our audience. So next, I would like to invite Rashmi Sahar from Mukti Mission. She is a life transformation coach working around the holistic transformation of individuals from different walks of life. She is on a mission to educate the world about menstrual hygiene with Mukti. We cannot wait to hear from you, Rashmi, so please go ahead.
Hi, very good morning, all of you. I'm Rashmi Sahar, and thank you so much. First of all, my heartfelt gratitude to the organization for actually considering and recognizing people who are doing things around menstrual hygiene, no matter if it is community engagement, if it is awareness, workshops, donations, whatever. Because I remember 4 years back when I started this, even uttering the word menstruation was a big deal. You know, when people used to talk about, it still is. And from where I started, the villages and rurals of Jharkhand, Ranchi, in and around Hazaribagh. And I still remember the struggle that I had to, door to door, when I had to go through and ask them that, aapke baare mein baat karni hai, aapke periods ke baare mein baat karni hai. Trust me, I remember the reactions and action. And every time it was a fear, will I be thrashed from the village that, what are you talking, ma'am, aap hum kya sikha rahi hai, and all that. From there to here, where people are organizing, all the menstrual educators like us, a heartfelt gratitude to all of you. And I have been working on a similar agenda, mixing it with mental health and a life skills. Me being professionally a life skills coach, life transformation coach, I thought, how about I add a little bit of life skills when I reach out to these women, girls, men for that matter, and also enable them to understand their emotional aspect. Because when we talk about breaking myths, breaking taboos, when you talk about educating them around something which has been there in, which has been engraved in their minds for years and years, honestly, there is a part of emotional intelligence also which they need to learn, a part of life skill that they need to upgrade themselves, whatever is happening. So I thought, how about mixing it with them? I started this journey from Jharkhand, the villages of Jharkhand. And today, I think, thanks to COVID, I would say COVID did help me to reach a lot of people, because the online events that started happening, it did help me to reach out to a lot of people. So I can proudly say, so far the number has increased more than 1 lakh, if I can say, through online different platforms to reach it. Physically, I have reached out to more than 10,000, as I say, physically reaching out, conducting workshops, more than 60, 70 workshops, physical in and around different parts of the country and outside the country. Collaborations helped a lot. Media, I will always say media helped a lot, because, every small change adds to this mission of creating awareness on menstrual hygiene, So that's how it is. I personally have been working on awareness, telling them the real things, educating them about it, talking about the products, and of course the disposal, because it is something which is very, very important. We do use the products, but right way of how disposing it, the right way of understanding is very important. Also, understanding products is very important. I do understand we are talking about the sustainable menstruation and everything, but I also want to empower women to have the right understanding to choose the right product for themselves, without any taboos, without any pressure, without any marketing. I think they deserve a choice that they need to. And this has been the journey so far. Yeah, and of course you have my profile, and I've been recognized on a lot of platforms, and a really, really heartfelt thank to everyone, because every recognition has helped me to reach out to more and more people. And this has been my work. Thank you so much. This is all that I would like to say.
Thank you so much, Rashmi. I think I absolutely agree with all that you've said, and You have done such great work. So please continue to do this.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for encouraging people like us to do whatever we are doing. Trust me, every organization, as I said, is an encouragement, that we know people are there to support us. So thank you so much. Please keep encouraging people like us. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you among us.
Likewise.
So next we have Rudanand Prishte. He is from Odisha and has worked with various esteemed institutions that aim to create awareness and was awarded the title of Padman of Orissa during International Women's Day 2021. Welcome, Rudanand. Can we have you unmute yourself and say a few words? Rudanand, kindly unmute yourself.
Hi everyone, Manisha Das this side. I'm here on the behalf of Rudanand. I'm from his team, Shiksha Alok, as you guys know. So today he's a little busy with some work, with our official work, so he's not here. Yes, and I can say thank you, guys, like considering our program, considering this, considering our, our motto, what we are doing here in this platform. We are very grateful. And like Shiksha Alok, we are doing education for slum peoples. And we are providing education, free education. One second. We are providing free education to the slum people in Odisha. We have 3 centers right now. And we have near about, hello, am I audible?
Yes, Manisha, go ahead.
Yeah, we have near about 70 to 80 students. So we are receiving more requests, and we are looking forward to start more centers. And in our center, we are providing education as well as other skills like art, crafts, and other sports things like whatever the students are looking for and students are capable. Now we receive many requests in Odisha, many slums. We are trying. Near future we are going to open 2 to 3 centers in this near future. So now, and we are providing this Preeti is our. The name of our other project, which we are providing the harness for this period. So we are looking for to educate all many girls, to educate the uneducated, the slum girls, to know about period, what are the hygiene and what we need to do. No need to sigh for this, this is the part of our life, this is a part of our body. So we are trying to educate people, this is not a thing to hide, this is not a thing, we need to come forward, we need to say loud yes, we are a girl, we are girls, and we have this is our body and this is the system of our body, this is period, so this no need to sigh. So we have these 2 projects like this to educate people, to educate slum children, to who don't have the capability to educate, who don't have the capability to their parents are laborers, most of the parents are laborers, not daily workers. Most of the parents are not working, so the childrens are they're they are going into their parents path, they don't have a facility to educate themselves. Many children have many qualities. They have many talents, but they don't have the proper platform to show their talent. So we are trying to lighten their future. We're trying to reach them. So this is our motto. Thank you so much for considering us to nominate here. This is a big thing for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manisha. I'm sure we're all looking forward to the inspirational work that your organization will be doing in the coming years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, moving on to our fourth nominee. Our fourth nominee for today is Visha Bhatt from a Menstrual Act. Her organization has launched Kamakhya Period Bank and has adopted many communities in order to provide them with access to proper menstrual hygiene. Visha, can we hear you say a few words?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So happy to be here today. Thank you, VEDNA Project, and everyone sitting over here. It is my pleasure to hear the great work we all have been doing, for creating awareness about the shared issue. So to start with, I'm Twisha Bhatt, 19-year-old menstrual educator and founder of We Menstruate. I personally am working in this field since 5 years. That is, when I was in my high school, when I was 15, I used to go to slums to educate people about menstruation. Be the change you wish to see in this world. This value has been there in my heart, since a long time. And the society is made up of a lot of values and ethics, but there are certain stigmas and stereotypes that need to be broken. And one of them is menstruation. I'm pursuing my bachelor's in pharmacy, which provides me with a substantial knowledge and understanding and compassion to educate people factually and scientifically about the reproductive health and menstrual health of a menstruator. I believe that change is a chain reaction, and if I impact 10 people today, then they are capable enough of impacting 100 people tomorrow. And yeah, so the ultimate aim is to create a period positive world. And yeah, we do various activities from our NGO. One of them is Kamakhya, the Period Bank. It was launched in collaboration with one of the organizations who is present here today. And we provide menstrual hygiene products to the fellow menstruators at to the menstruators in our slums at low cost of rupees 1, like 1 rupees per pad. So yeah, we have been doing this project since almost 1 year. Other than that, we have various workshops. One of them is Little for Menstruate. It is a unique 3-day workshop in which we cover all the topics related to MHM, menstrual hygiene products, puberty, sexual and reproductive rights, everything else. Then we have a Dear Period video and art series, where people across the nation, in fact, people from abroad used to send us video messages, related to menstruation. People used to send their artworks. And we have monthly programs going on in Ahmedabad. Like we have adopted 10 communities currently, and we have monthly events with them. And other than that, I would like to let you all know that till now, through my organization in these 2 years, we have impacted 5,200 plus beneficiaries across the India, like in Chandigarh, Rishikesh through online events, and in Ahmedabad through physical presence. And yeah, we believe in creating a sustainable change, and one of the sustainable goals set by UN is partnerships. We believe in partnerships. We have partnered with 10 plus organization, and recently we have partnered with Menstrupedia, one of the leading companies in manufacturing the educational comic books. We have partnered with them to distribute 5,000 Menstrupedia comics in the upcoming future. And yeah, the I would like to end it with that period sharma ka nahi, shaurya ka parv hai, garv ka parv hai, and let's work together to create a menstrual positive world, and where no menstruator has to miss 5 days of schooling every month just because of a biological process. And one thing I'd like to end with, or you all might be wondering why I'm using the word menstruator again and again, because we believe in being gender inclusive, not all, because not all women menstruate and not all who menstruate are women. Thank you so much, Project Vedna, and I'm looking forward to interact and partner with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Trisha. I think your past is a testament to all the amazing work that you are going to do in the future. So we look forward to all of your future endeavors. Next up, we have Dikshadu from Arpan Prayas. Her organization, of which she is the founder, aims to uplift women, children, and disabled people via reforms like workshop counseling sessions, awareness camps, and donation drives. For all the work that she has done, she has been nominated for not just this category, but also for our next category on donation drives. Go ahead, Diksha. We'd love to hear from you. Her organization, of which she is the founder, aims to uplift women, children, and disabled people via reforms like workshop counseling sessions, awareness camps, and donation drives. For all the work that she has done, she has been nominated for not just this category, but also for our next category on donation drives. Go ahead, Diksha. We'd love to hear from you. Her organization, of which she is the founder, aims to uplift women, children, and disabled people via reforms like workshop counseling sessions, awareness camps, and donation drives. For all the work that she has done, she has been nominated for not just this category, but also for our next category on donation drives. Go ahead, Diksha. Okay, it seems like Diksha isn't here with us at the moment. So we'll move on to the next nominee. So our second last nominee for this category is Sumandeep Kaur. She works with Aam Aadmi Party and is designated as the Adhyaksh at the Adhyaksh Mahila Wing at Srinivaspuri. She has organized several health and awareness camps related to women's hygiene and is currently working on projects with the government and NGOs. Let's hear from you, Sumandeep. Our second last nominee for this category is Sumandeep Kaur. She works with Aam Aadmi Party and is designated as the Adhyaksh at the Adhyaksh Mahila Wing at Srinivaspuri. She has organized several health and awareness camps related to women's hygiene and is Sumandeep, are you here with us? Kindly unmute yourself. Okay. So our last nominee for this category is the founder of Kshitij Foundation, Snehal Chaudhary. Her organization works in spreading awareness regarding menstruation among girls and women from rural and tribal areas. For all the work that she has done, it is our pleasure to announce that Snehal has been nominated for the category on social media campaigning as well. She will be represented by Vaishnavi, who works at her organization. Go ahead, Vaishnavi. Kshitij Foundation, Snehal Chaudhary. Her organization works in spreading awareness.
I'm so sorry to say, but your voice is repeating in this video. I mean, like in this meeting. Am I audible?
Yes, Vaishnavi, you're
Yes.
audible. Please go ahead. Yes.
So, very good morning to one and all, and I congratulate everyone here. So, I'm Vaishnavi Nagarpoje, and I'm representing Kshitij Foundation. So, as um, a foundation works for a foundation works and goals at the for women health and menstrual issues, menstrual hygiene, and physical not only physical health but also mental health, like uh, during adolescence. It's very critical stage where there's not only physical change but also mental. Girls get there's some mental change which comes in girls body. So our foundation looks and goals at training girls in especially rural areas. So us as Professor Sindhini said that step can change the world. So our foundation tries to reach out girls, especially from the rural areas, to help them, to educate them regarding the menstrual health hygiene. uh, our foundation has started a campaign, the Bleed the Silence, which inspires people to talk freely about periods. And in result, we have got reviews from colleges and schools and colleges and working women. In country like India, and where periods are considered as taboo, we take motive that people in this beautiful country should feel comfortable while talking about periods, and that would help women and especially young girls to easily share their problems, share their feelings, whatever they feel during their, feel how they should not feel uncomfortable while talking about it. So uh, like women is one from where the journey of every person starts. Women are the strongest person. They are like the one of the strongest pillar of the country's development. With this, there is a need to look upon the problems faced by each and every woman and girl. And with this, on the other hand, our young generation becomes a special and second important pillar for the country. Hence, we have initiated various programs that focuses on development of women and children, of especially young women who are disabled. And we have conducted several programs in rural areas as well as urban areas under the mission. We have reached around more than 45,000 women and girls. And we mostly target rural areas where menstrual cycle is like eh, they people feel shy, and people consider it as like it's a sin. They have considered a sin while talking about periods. So our foundation has taken many like there are many sessions taken by our foundation in schools, colleges, rural areas, tribes, urban slums, government camps. And we have also, our foundation has also reached to jails and self-help groups. Recently, are under the national rural health scheme, a national scheme. We our founder Snehal ma'am has uh, taken session of various self-help groups of Maharashtra. And the foundation has also participated in Mission Mamta, Orphan Free India, where there has been various medical camps organized by our foundation. Also, we have conducted monthly sessions. So what we have done is each and every month we conduct on 28th of every month we conduct a session, and it's a series under the name of Bleed the Silence Talk series, where we invite people like you, or people who can talk about, who can educate uh, educate people on the social media platform about menstrual hygiene. Not only menstrual hygiene, but also topics related to women's safety and security, safety and security and all. And on 28th of month, we every 28th of May we celebrate World Menstrual Hygiene Day. And there are various programs organized by our organization regarding we ask people to write letters, we ask people to write poems. So there's a part which I like the most, where we were there's a competition, or we write a letter to our younger generation, younger girls who will face periods in future. We being elder sister, we teach them how they should handle the periods. And uh, as uh, uh, as it was mentioned by sir also, that we being a young we being young, and we being being family to the other person, it would like if we try to teach our family it gets more easier. If you teach like any stranger, it won't get easier. So as a family, we try to write letter to our younger generation, so that they can easily carry out their periods, their first period. Because most of the girls in India, they face their first period becomes like, it feels like they feel very differently. They don't know, many of them, they don't know what to do. So through this letter, we try to convey them what should they do, what should they not do, what should they should be very free to talk to them. We make a platform which is comfortable to them. So uh, there's a long journey that we have to cover. And I appreciate Vedna, with team Vedna, who that they have organized such an program today. And by the end, I would like to quote Swami Vivekanand. There's a quote which says, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is achieved." Which so people who are here, or who are still working in this country for a special cause, I say we don't have to stop till we have achieved our goal. So thank you so much, and all the best everyone, and congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Your organization's work is truly influencing the lives of those who are vulnerable and at the fringes of the society. So next, it seems like we have Diksha and Sumandeep amongst us. So I would like to call upon Diksha first to just introduce herself and her work. Diksha, go ahead. Organization's work is truly influencing the lives of those who are vulnerable and at the fringes of the society. Diksha, I would like to ask you to unmute yourself and just share a few words with us.
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible now.
First of all, thank you so much for having me here. I appreciate Project Vedana and whatever the work you guys are doing. So thank you for that, and thank you for appreciating my NGO and me and felicitating me with the award. Firstly, I would like to thank you with that. And secondly, I would like to speak about what my organization has been doing since past 4 years, in what areas we are working on, and what all impact we've made since now. Arpan Prayas Foundation is a registered non-governmental NGO, and we've been working since past 4 years on ground level. We've been going to different places, rural areas. Particularly, our main sector and our main approach is to visit such places where there is a need, where we can find out with the people, wherever we can find that there's a need, we can cater to, we can help. We've been catering approximately 30 centers right now. We're helping pan India. However, our head office is in Delhi, and this is where we work around, where we coordinate through our volunteers and our members. We've been helping and working in various sectors as to women and child welfare, health and hygiene, monthly meal distribution, monthly sanitary pads distribution, workshops on various issues, and apart from that, environmental issues. And we've been visiting to various rehabilitation centers, old age homes, and various rural areas and slum areas. So that is basically what we've been doing. We've been conducting workshops on different issues, as I've just said, workshops on menstrual hygiene, what are the myths related to menstrual hygiene, and how, like recently, World Elderly Abuse Day went. So I just want to elaborate on what all work our NGO has been doing for that particular purpose. Arpan Prayas Foundation has been working to eradicate the elder abuse and to spread awareness about the same, and to spread the happiness surrounding with them. We've been conducting a project called Project Happiness, wherein we visit various old age homes, rehabilitation centers for old age homes and old people. We conduct workshops, we help them, and we celebrate festivals with them so that we can put up a smile on their face. So that is basically in a gist what my organization has been doing.
Thank you, Diksha. It's always a pleasure to hear from you, and your organization has been doing some wonderful work. I would like to call upon our last nominee for today, Sumandeep Kaur. Sumandeep, kindly share a few words with us. We'd love to hear from you.
हेलो एवरीवन। मैम, मेरा नाम सुमनदीप कौर है और मैं दिल्ली से बिलोंग करती हूँ और मैं महिला विंग की प्रेसिडेंट हूँ आम आदमी पार्टी से, और होपॉन फाउंडेशन है जिसमें एज ए वॉलंटियर मैं काम करती हूँ। और मैम ने सुबह जो मेरी फाउंडर है काकोली रॉय, उन्होंने आपको सब बताई भी है मैम। और बाकी हम लड़कियों को जहाँ कम्युनिटी में जा जाके हम सबको मतलब जागरूक करते हैं, और हर साल जैसे मेंस्ट्रुअल का हम दिवस मनाते हैं हर साल, और जागरूक करके उनको ये बताते हैं कि कैसे हमें अपने आप को साफ सुथरा रखना चाहिए। जैसे लोगों तक आवाज नहीं पहुंचती कि क्योंकि गांव में क्या है कि कईयों को पता ही नहीं है कि ये मतलब हमें जो हम यूज करते हैं कपड़ा, उसको गंदे को हमें नहीं यूज करना चाहिए, कि उससे हमें काफी नुकसान है और जिससे कि हमारी डेथ भी हो सकती है। और ये कॉलेज हो गया, जहाँ स्कूल हो गया, तो हम जाके मैम काफी हम बताते हैं, सबको जाके जागरूक करते हैं और कैंप वगैरह भी लगाते हैं। तो मैम बस यही है कि आगे भी यही है कि जैसे गांव में जैसे नहीं पहुंचा है, तो हमारी यही उम्मीद रहेगी कि हम अपना जैसे सैनिटरी पैड हो गया कि कहीं अभी तक प्रोवाइड नहीं करवाए गए, तो वहां तक भी पहुंचाया जाए। गवर्नमेंट से अब हमारी अपील रहेगी यही कि हमारी कोशिश जारी है। थैंक यू मैम।
शुक्रिया सुमनदीप, आप ऐसे ही काम करते रहिए। The winner of this category will be announced in a few short minutes, and I'm sure everybody is on the edge of their seat. But for now, we will continue with the nominations and move on to the next category on donation drive. The award for this category will acknowledge the person who has worked to distribute safe period products to girls and women who cannot afford them or are unaware of their availability in an efficient manner. Our first nominee from this category, Dikshadu from Urban Prayas, has already spoken to us about her work. So I would like to congratulate Diksha. Please keep up your amazing work. Moving on to our next nominee, we have none other than the founder of Girl Up India with us, Aditi Arora. She has spoken at TEDx and is very vocal about period poverty and how women's rights are neglected in rural areas, and empowering those women and making them aware of menstrual hygiene. Aditi, kindly share a few words with us.
Thank you so much for that. And hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm Aditi Arora. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm representing Girl Up India today. I'm also joined by my colleague Siddhi Pal here. Firstly, we are very, very humble to have been nominated and recognized for the work that we've done towards achieving menstrual equity in India. And since the launch of Girl Up movement in India in 2018, our youth members have engaged in conversations, they've engaged in advocacy actions, they've engaged in fundraisers, all rooted in feminist values in an effort to end period poverty. And we are in an emergency situation. As is widely mentioned here, 23 million girls in India leave school when they start their periods. So many girls and women develop medical complications, including UTI, RTI, when they use unhygienic methods of managing periods. And so many young girls face stigma and negative stereotypes and are outcast for a natural biological process. And the repercussions are far-reaching. I remember during my field work a couple of years ago, I met this young 13-year-old living in the Dholpur district of Rajasthan. And she, like any other young girl here, had her hopes, had her dreams. She wanted to be a doctor when she grew up and was enrolled in a local government school. But unlike most of us here, she lived in a very, very small house with a dozen goats and sheep for siblings. The family owned a very, very small hut where they stored fodder for the cattle and some wood. Now we need to remember that electricity was very erratic in her village, and oftentimes she was living in the dark. And because of her socioeconomic situation, she was using scrap cloth to manage her periods. So one fine day, She went into that little hut to change her cloth, which she kept there, hidden from her father, hidden from her brother, and all of the prying eyes of the village people. And little did she realize that small insects and ants were swarming all over her cloth. And the next day, she felt extremely uncomfortable, but couldn't confide in anyone because of all the stereotypes and stigmas regarding such an issue. And over the days, her pain became unbearable. She had to tell her mother about her condition and was taken to the nearest hospital. But by then, the infection was so much that she had to be shifted to a bigger hospital in Agra. And it was then that the doctors concluded that because of unsanitary and unhygienic conditions, her uterus was infected. And ultimately, at the age of 13, it had to be removed to save her life. And this is where I'm coming from. This was heartbreaking for me to hear, to know that this could have been easily avoided. And so she, along with millions of other girls that have been a source of inspiration for all the work that we do at Girl Up. Our Girl Up clubs in India are working very, very hard to create an ecosystem where menstruators are empowered, they are educated to make informed choices. Lakhs of rupees have been raised, thousands of pads have been donated, several petitions, campaigns, knowledge workshops, and events have been organized in the past 4 years that we've been in India. Our members have worked in flood-affected regions of Assam, the cyclone-affected areas of Bengal, the urban slums of Faridabad, Bhubaneswar, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Coimbatore, Delhi, just to name a few, to give them pads, but also to educate and empower them. In the last 4 years, some of our events and campaigns that have received incredible response and engagement include the Stains We Stand campaign in 2019, which involved informative panels. It involved workshops, including one with the Gunj Foundation on creating sustainable cloth pads for distribution. In 2020, we hosted a webinar because of the whole pandemic, and we had experts such as Nicole Jardim of Fix Your Period, and we had Harjot Khalsa of EcoFarm, which engaged over 200 youth on issues related to sexual reproductive health rights and justice, with a focus on menstrual hygiene and management. However, in 2021, 11 of our clubs participated in our nationwide sustainable pad donation drive called Project Adhikar, which supported 900 menstruators for over 2 years. As mentioned by someone here, we also believe in the spirit of collaboration over competition. And we've very recently joined forces with the Foupon Foundation to distribute sanitary products, including napkins, shampoos, soaps, and conduct awareness and sensitization workshops for beneficiaries and allies in underserved communities of Delhi NCR. We've had a reach of over 500 plus beneficiaries on an average each month, and we aim to create sustainable impact by providing these menstruators with sustainable sanitary supplies throughout the year. We thank you for the opportunity, and we wish everyone the best. Thank you so much, Visha.
Aditi, thank you. I think your inspiration has led you to create an organization that is actively pushing for period positivity in a very sustained manner. So thank you so much. Our next nominee is Krishna Sodha. She is the founder of Little for Change and has provided 10 slum areas with menstrual education and menstrual hygiene products, which amounts to more than 300 menstruators. Krishna, we'd love to hear from you.
Hello. So actually Krishna couldn't be here, so I will be speaking on her behalf. So Krishna is founder of Little for Change, and we basically work for little changes which can make huge impact. Like we believe small changes in our everyday life can create huge impact in the society, right? And we work on various sectors like climate change, menstrual hygiene, and animals to breed street animals, as well as many more sectors. And we are currently very active in menstrual hygiene, as this particular field is very close to Krishna's heart. And we basically do donation drives in slum areas. We not only donate pads as well as menstrual products, but we educate them how to use it, as well as how to make their period sustainable and cost efficient also. And recently we have collaborated with IIT Ram College, and we also collaborated with an international NGO from Denmark called Retail Relief, and we usually collaborate with various organizations from various states as well as various countries, so that we can share our knowledge as well as spread awareness to the larger area. So Krishna is also part of Gujarat Young People Action Team, which is part of UNICEF India, and basically Little for Change educates people not only about menstruation but sustainable menstruation, which can also don't affect the environment. So thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you, Vyom. We're obliged to you and your organization for all the work that you have done and will do in the future. The last nominee for this category is Million Daughters Foundation. Their initiative to empower at least 1 million women in their lifetime has already begun with sanitary pad distribution drives in Dehradun and remote villages of Uttarakhand. Million Daughters, we'd love to hear from you. It seems like we don't have Million Daughters Foundation with us. But with that nomination, we came to an end for the second category of our award nominations on donation drives. Handing it over to Rutuja.
Thank you, Anvesha. First of all, it was a pleasure to hear all the nominees so far. But let's move on to the next category, shall we? The next category is environmental impact reduction. Now, the disposal of menstrual waste and and the environmental harm that is caused by non-biodegradable items is, we all know that how harmful it is for the environment. Now, this particular award category is here to celebrate the activists and the educators who promote the use of environmental friendly goods, either by inventing them or by boosting the accessibility to all. So let's look at the nominees. So the first nominee we have is Rajashri Kulkarni from Bleed, Bread and Go Green Foundation. And she's also the founder of the same, I must say. She is the group member of Pan India, and she has also been a menstrual and reproductive health educator for 7+ years. That's a lot of years to be in this field. And she has also set up many NGOs and SSGs. Now, I would invite Rajashri ji to share a few words with us. Rajashri ji, please come to the spotlight and turn on your camera and unmute your mic.
Hello, I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Ma'am, can you please turn on your camera?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. You can start. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, actually my internet is quite unstable. Hi everyone, I'm Rajasi and I'm working in the menstrual health space. In a tribal area where I was living there for 1 year, and I learned about the stereotypes, the cultural beliefs that are there, and I will not call them as taboos or anything, because those are cultural beliefs, and those are the things that that community believes in. So I will refrain from using such words. But I learned about the different things that are the different thought processes that are there. And then I also learned how because of certain beliefs, we are not able to get access to knowledge about our own bodies, and we don't get to learn about our own bodies, and that is a problem then when we don't know about ourselves. And so yeah, my journey started there, and I started working on comprehensive sexuality education, and also talking with menstruators about menstrual and reproductive health. um, since then, I've been working with different communities across India, and I support and mentor many organizations who work on this in this area. Not just organizations, but also individuals. And with that, I also believe that the sustainable menstrual practices are something country. The cloth pads and menstrual cups came much later. The menstruators were already using cloth pads, cloth in our country. They still use it. So if we tell people what is, if we, if we can empower them, that they can make their own choice, and they can decide what is best for their bodies, their environment, their culture. So that is how my journey started to work on this topic. And over the years, I have reached many people, and so pandemic gave me opportunity to work in the online mode. And I've been working with various organizations in online mode, conducted trainings with people. Because every time you meet a new community, it's a new learn. That our communities hold, and we don't really need to go and teach them something. We can just be there to facilitate the process and make them comfortable for them to come to conclusions and come to their own learnings. So this is what I believe in, and that's how I've been working on this topic. And since I believe in sustainable menstrual practices, I have trained a lot of organizations to stitch their own cloth pads in the communities, and also some of them have started their own brands over the years, or and some of them are some of them decided to not make it a brand, but keep it local and work in their own communities on this topic. So yeah, this is about me, and I'm very excited to hear stories of different people who are present here. Thank you, Project Vedna.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your amazing journey. I think it was very inspirational, and we are looking forward to more greater stuff that you do ahead, and we'll always be one of your biggest cheerleaders. Now, let's move on to the second nominees. So the second nominee for today's category is Meghna Rela. Now she is from Sitara. Meghna is a passion-driven person, and she's also a content creator. And she had, had an idea that has empowered various women. She is involved in making DIY pad making kits. That is genius. And they have also won contract over 1 lakh. And she has also taught over 100 plus menstruators how to use their own pads and educated on menstruation. Meghna, can we please hear from you? Can you please unmute and say your journey, talk about your journey, and also your camera. Please turn on your camera.
Yeah, thank you so much for the recognition. And yeah, it has been a long way since we developed this with Sitara. Just a second. Am I visible? Yeah. So Sitara started as a non-profit organization last year. That is in 2017. Sorry, 2021. I'm so sorry about that. And then we were really saddened by the idea of, cloth pads being so expensive, 290 rupees for one packet, that is 4 pads. And yeah, yes, you can use it for 2 years, but then that's very expensive for even so-called privileged women. So why don't we come up with something which the demographic that we are intending to can use, and it wouldn't be that difficult for them to buy and all of that things. So that is why we created the DIY cloth pad kits, which is intended for our demographic, because their lives, it's a huge event when we have when we have these workshops. We have music, we talk to them about their lives. Most successful workshops happen in schools. Mostly all of these aya aunties and people, like non-teaching staff, right? They are like not acknowledged for their work a lot of times. So when we talk to them about their journey, they get to tell their story, and it's like a really fun gala to talk about them, and then they feel connected. So we've taught 115 menstruators like that, and slowly we want to expand it more. And then we are also coming up with more projects. I'd not like to disclose about them at this point. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'm really happy to be here at this event at the VEDNA Awards, and I got to hear about so many stories, ranging from education to distribution to starting their own brands on cloth pads, and it's wonderful. Thank you so much for inviting us to this event, and yeah.
Thank you, Meghna, for your amazing words. I think at such a young age, you have a lot of wisdom and you are doing your bit for the society, I must say. Thank you for being here. And likewise, we are also excited to hear from more nominees soon enough. Now, let's move on to the third nominee under this category. The third nominee is Nitisha Pandey from The Bloody Feminist. She's a menstrual health educator and she has worked in this issue ever since 2018. She has constantly worked towards spreading awareness around this topic of menstruation in rural and urban areas. She wants to normalize the concept of periods and break all the myths and taboos. Nitisha, are you here today? We would love to hear from you and some 2 words of wisdom from your side.
Right. Sorry. My voice is a little harsh today. Thank you so much, Rituja. And I would really like to take this opportunity to thank Ridhima, who nominated me for the VEDNA Awards. This is my first time knowing about the work that VEDNA has been doing. So it's a privilege to be here. And I can see so many friends and colleagues from the MED space here. So congratulations to everybody. My work has been primarily in 2 domains. Number one, around menstruators making informed choices about their periods, which covers the entire menstrual health plus menstrual products around the sustainability aspect. And second, on why periods are a feminist issue. The reason for the second aspect is because over the course of the last decade and the multiple research done by both multilateral and bilateral agencies and domestic nonprofits in India, we have come to understand that menstruation as an issue interconnects very, very closely with education, with livelihoods, with the environment, with caste, with religion, and with waste management, right? So I think the reason to understand there's an increased demand, I think, from the younger generation to understand why periods are a feminist issue and why we need to work at it from multiple lenses. And I was really thrilled to see the categories at VEDNA where you're acknowledging all of those verticals and angles from which menstruation can be tackled. Currently, I'm working as a senior program officer with an organization called NOMI Network. This is my first opportunity where I'm working directly with adolescent girls into creating a life skills curriculum that covers the entire comprehensive sexuality education and sexual and reproductive health and rights with at-risk girls in Bihar, Bengal, and Odisha. And I'm really looking forward to what the project helps me learn and unlearn. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Nisha. It is a pleasure to hear from you. And I believe आपकी जो journey रही है ये with all this what you do, I think वो और आगे बहुत बड़े success तक जाए. And obviously, once again, we are your biggest cheerleaders, and we wish you all the best in the future. Now let's move on to the fourth category. Thank you. Let's move on to the fourth nominee under this category. That is Lakshmi Das from Manushi Foundation. She is a writer and co-founder of the same. The foundation works towards promoting sustainable practices related to period products. She has also distributed more than 700 reusable pads to various menstruators. Lakshmi, it's a pleasure that you are here. Can you please unmute yourself and turn on your camera and say some words?
Hi. Hello, everyone. This is Mercy, and I'll be speaking on behalf of Ms. Lakshmi Das. And my name is Mercy, and I'm a volunteer myself at Manoshi Foundation. And I'd just like to share my screen, if it's possible. The host has the parts.
1 second.
Yeah.
1 second. Yes, you are the co-host, Mercy.
Yeah. Okay, I hope I am audible and that you can see my screen.
Yes, perfectly audible, and we can see your screen. Please go ahead.
Yes. So Manushi Foundation is a non-profit organization based in a small town called Kumuli in Kerala, and with the aim of promoting eco-friendly and sustainable practices among rural communities. And the foundation and its activities are basically run by a small, very, very small team of social workers, housewives, and young students and volunteers like myself to uplift and empower rural livelihoods. And Manushi is essentially, from what I have learned, an open space for learning, for experimentation, and for self-reflection. And the two main activities that we do at Manushi are menstrual health management sessions and a social entrepreneurship project. And as you can see, we go from different villages, we visit different schools and institutions to conduct these menstrual health management sessions, and we cover topics ranging from body awareness to overcoming social stigma and from negative stereotypes. And what we do as part of this session is that we distribute sustainable period products like reusable cloth pads and menstrual cups for absolutely free throughout our outreach activities. And I just have a quick fact on the screen right here. So according to a basic calculation, one individual, let's say one woman, we produce about 140 kilograms of plastic waste. That is by using plastic sanitary napkins through our menstruating years. So, and Manushi has reached about 1,000 young girls and women up till now, from December to up till now. And that is approximately 140 tons, 140,000 kilograms of plastic that we have reduced from ending up in the landfills. So yes, so that is what we're doing under menstrual health management program. And we also have a social entrepreneurship program, which was launched. This program was launched to provide an opportunity for rural people, especially women in our locality, to attain financial freedom through eco-friendly projects. So this social venture allows women to market homemade and handmade goodies that are healthy and eco-friendly through the foundation. So you can see some of our products on the screen. This is a screenshot from our e-commerce website with the help of Vibe City. So we market products such as soap, and shampoo. There are many varieties of soap and shampoo, and we have curry powder and spices and coffee powder, not coffee, chocolates and wild honey. So these are the things that we market through this e-commerce website. And we also have 2 units. One is a mushroom cultivation unit that we recently started this year. And we also have an organic farming space where women can come and they can engage in different activities. And it is also very important to mention here that each of these products are made by individual women who take part in our community activities, and all the profit that are sold through their product that an individual makes, it goes directly to them. And that is where Manoshi plays a big part in just marketing the goods for them, and they get the profit for them. And this is a small timeline of our activities. So we started in December 2020, not so long ago. It's just been like 1.5 years. And that is the first time we started conducting menstrual health management sessions and we started doing this at only rural villages in the beginning. And then we moved to schools and other institutes. And then by March, we had many online sessions conducted. That was when COVID hit, and Miss Lakshmi Das, the founder, she did many online sessions and she talked to various students from various backgrounds. And in May, July, through crowdfunding, we were able to provide 70 plus families with food kits. And then in June, we were able to get a laptop for a girl child in our locality through crowdfunding. And in September, we began distribution of, we distributed, that was our biggest campaign, with the help of Ecofem and Safara, we distributed cloth pads to 100 women in a tribal settlement. And then, this year we started a mushroom cultivation and a training unit. And that is when we started this social entrepreneurship program. And this is just a small achievement in numbers. So up till now, these past 1.5 years, we've distributed free menstrual cups and cloth pads to 1,000 plus girl children and women. And we've reached 1,900 plus people through these awareness sessions. We, through our social entrepreneurship program, we have provided a regular source of income to 10 plus families. And we have done about 30 plus online and offline awareness sessions through Manoshi Foundation. And Manushi's core values comes from these 3 E's of Manoshi, which is education, environment, and empowerment. And education for young girls to break out of social stigma or stereotypical norms and to understand their own body and mental and physical health. And by education, we also mean education in providing education, regular in education, as well as educating them in the field of menstrual health management. And we also have a few campaigns coming up to protect the environment related to climate change and all that. And by encouraging eco-friendly practices and sustainable lifestyles to both students and to women by using either sustainable products for menstruation or to live a basic sustainable lifestyle. And I think Manoshi empowers. Manoshi empowering women and girl children is one of the main core values of Manoshi, and it brings about equality and financial freedom. And to the rural women, I think it brings about identity and purpose to them as well. So this is just, yes, am I audible?
Yes, you are. And I think I really appreciate the work that Manoshi Foundation is doing and all the full journey that you have been. And I believe the graph is going up and onwards only. We wish you all the best. We are actually short of time, so I'm sorry that I must conclude your part now. But thank you so much for being here on behalf of the foundation. Now, let's move on to the last nominee under this category, that is Hygiene Fatima. She is the project coordinator of Project Srimati and at Sadar Foundation, and she aims to manufacture sanitary pads that are economically viable and also environmentally friendly. Hygiene, I think you are here with us, and we'd love to hear from you and your journey.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm so glad to be here amongst these talented and such beautiful people. So yeah, talking about Project Srimati. Project Srimati aims to manufacture these reusable and economic friendly reusable sanitary napkins. These sanitary napkins, the stakeholders of our projects are these underprivileged women of Shram Vihar. This is like a slum area. So we are making them financially independent and we are upskilling them too. So these reusable sanitary napkins are, I have one in my hand. So these are totally environment friendly, as the first layer is polar fleece and the core layer contains bamboo and banana fiber, which is the main absorbent layer, and the last is the leakage proof layer. So yeah, we have impacted around 30,000 plus women, and we have donated our pads to around 500 plus women already. And talking about facts, if we see that a woman generally uses 6,120 pads in her whole lifetime. But if she switches to Srimati pads, she will reduce up to mere 136 pads and reducing, and within 2 years, she can reduce up to 106 kg of carbon footprint. And we are also looking forward to reduce 1.32 metric tons of CO2 emissions in the coming year. So that is how Srimati is impacting the environment and is reducing the carbon footprint and the plastic reduction, as well as these are reusable pads and have a lifetime of up to 18 plus months. So that is how Srimati is impacting the environment, and that is how Sadra is trying to change the stigma around the menstrual health too, because we are doing live sessions, we are doing awareness drives, and at those awareness drives we are imparting the education regarding the menstrual hygiene too, and we are donating our pads too. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you, Hygiene. I think at a young age, you know a lot of stuff, and which is amazing that you are imparted with so much wisdom, and you have a zeal to work towards the society and the betterment for the society. It's amazing to hear from you. Before we move on to the next category, I think we have with us a representative from Million Daughters Foundation, and I believe that they want to speak to every one of us. So can someone from Million Daughter Foundation come up and tell us quickly about their work? Okay, I believe they are still not here. So let's move on to
Rituja, let's move on to the next category of medical outreach. Prapti, please introduce our guest Ananya.
Now introducing the category Medical Outreach. These awards celebrate medical practitioners and menstrual educators who have aided in dispelling those fears and helped to demystify the talk about menstruation. The nominee for this category is Ananya Chowcharia. An aspiring policy practitioner, Ananya is the founder and director of Painted Red, an NGO works to educate, engage, and empower marginalized communities to eliminate period poverty. Painted Red has made immense contributions to the better of menstrual health sector in India by practicing advocacy for menstrual health and hygiene rights and conducting interactive menstrual health workshops and distribution drive for sustainable menstrual care kits. Now, I would like to invite Ananya to speak a few words.
Thank you for that lovely introduction, Prapti. And I am in awe of all the wonderful work that everyone here is doing. So a huge shout out to all of you. And extremely humbled that Painted Red is being counted amongst such amazing work. A little about myself. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch to call myself a policy practitioner just yet. I'm just a motivated young individual who started Painted Red because of a very personal incident that happened with me. While we all try to talk about this and normalize this within our own household, I used to work as a political strategist, and it took me to a lot of different cities and towns and in fact villages. And one thing that I realized, that be it the north-south divide or the urban-rural divide, one thing remains the same, that is menstrual health, or the lack of it rather. And it was in Bihar in 2019 during the general elections, when I was traveling into a lot of remote villages, that I saw that for 250 kilometers, I could not access a single sanitary pad. When I did get access to one, I was taken to a really dilapidated bamboo hut to get changed, which was right in front of a canal, the same canal that provides irrigation to our fields, agricultural fields. I think that really left a mark on me, and I left a very lucrative job and started Painted Red. At that point of time, I didn't know what exactly I wanted to do. I wanted to speak to people and take sustainable menstruation to them. I wanted to see why cloth pads or menstrual cups is not being accepted. But over time, I realized that the work we do has to go beyond just products. We need to look at menstrual health from the health perspective. We have to see the intersectionality of how it affects different individuals. We need to be corrective about our language. We cannot call women, as someone else had also pointed out, that it is not all women who menstruate, and not all who menstruate are women. Additionally, talking about persons with disabilities, Painted Red is working extensively with persons on the autism spectrum, persons with visual impairment, and see how we can make managing menstrual health an easier process for them as well. Our work obviously became very extensive when COVID hit. We realized that while we might have a lot of women leaders, not a lot of women leaders are still adopting a gender perspective when making policies during reliefs, during crisis. Because in the first wave of COVID, our policymakers conveniently forgot to involve sanitary napkins into the essential goods, because periods to pooch ke aate hai na humse. That is when Painted Red stepped in, and we started providing cloth pads across 11 states within the first 60 days of the COVID lockdown. It involved us going and begging at police stations that please allow our car movements. It involved tears and a lot of hard work. But eventually we managed to provide relief at least to a few people that we could reach out to. From there on, we've been working extensively to educate, engage, and empower as many communities as we can. We're extremely proud that our work has also gotten acknowledged at the Howard Kennedy School. We have been incubated recently, and the love and support that we've gotten from young people, from organizations, just makes our movement so strong. And I'm looking forward to, partnering with all the lovely people that I've just gotten introduced to today. So thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ananya. Your work speaks for itself. It is really very inspiring.
Now let's move on to the next category. Next category is social media campaigning. In today's digital network world, the most effective medium is social media, and it's a vital role of today's world, right? Now, this award will honor the people and the groups who have made significant contribution to raising the awareness about menstruation and making the positive difference in the lives of menstruating girls and women for all the backgrounds. Now, let's see who are the nominees. The first nominee is Chitra Singh. She aims to debunk all the menstrual myths and create a gender-neutral society and a period-positive world. She is an educator and founder of Chitra's Girly Talk. Chitra, the stage is yours. Can we please hear your words? Hello, Chitra. Are you here?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, so thank you so much, first of all, for inviting me, and thank you so much for organizing these kinds of events, because these are, going to create a lot of impact to create a period positive world. And starting with my introduction, I am a fourth year med student, actually now fifth because my exams are over. And also I am a menstrual educator, and I'm the founder of Chitra's Girly Talk. It's a social media platform where we talk and learn all and everything about women's health, and especially menstruations. And thank you, Vedana Awards and Vedana Projects and Sarkari School for nominating me and recognizing me. And starting with my little journey, it didn't start it didn't started long ago. Like in during the pandemic, I had a lot of free time because medical study is hard. But during the pandemic, I got a lot of time, so I started to I thought to start a social media page. And first I used to do a little comic about girl health, girl life, and women health. And then after a few weeks I thought that why not to combine my medical knowledge and to create something impactful. So I started making comics on periods and little information about the periods. By doing that, I started getting a lot of DMs regarding periods, and I was shocked because some people didn't even know that these things is called menstruation or periods. Some people call it wo wale din, or पेट में दर्द हो रहा है या तबीयत खराब हो गई, something like these. So I thought to address these things, and I was not actually shocked because I know that in our schools and at home also we are not getting too much information, or we are not getting correct information about periods. Nobody is there to teach us how the process is actually happening, and that's why we start to believe that it is a taboo. But periods are not a taboo, and these are a normal biological process. And just like any other process, digestion, or if someone is having a headache, they will tell their mom ki हाँ मुझे सर दर्द हो रहा है. But periods के time सबसे छुपाने की कोशिश करते हैं, and involving men in the conversation is it's a big deal. And I'm so happy that today I'm I saw so many men who are there, and they're talking about periods. It makes me so happy. And apart from the lack of awareness, actually we have also many conditions, or I must say medical aspects related to periods, whether it be like understanding periods, or severe cramps, or period poverty, or sustainable products. These are many issues that needs to be addressed. And and also we can't blame anyone. We can't blame that हमें घर पे नहीं सिखाया, हमें यहाँ नहीं सिखाया, क्योंकि from the they our mothers also taught us what they got taught. So we can't blame anyone. But yes, the schools should come up, the organizations and people like you who are doing a great job should come up and come forward to create awareness and educate people about this 100% biological process, which is not a sin actually. Also and talking about my collaborations, I have collaborated with many organizations, be it Latin Tribe, be it Toto Africa. I've been speaking at Delhi University. I've spoken at Miami-Dade College, Florida, and many others colleges. I've combined with many other non-governmental organizations also, like giving speeches and all. And we have reached more than 5 lakh people through these social media ventures. And I think that's a great start. And I think that we all that are present here today, we have a common goal, we have a same goal, and we are going to do great, I think, in future. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Chitra, for being here and sharing few words about your journey. I believe your journey will go upwards and onwards only, and we wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Now, let's move on to the second nominee. The second nominee is Shitish Foundation, and they work around spreading awareness around menstruation and regarding menstruation and how to use pads and sanitary napkins. They also educate girls around rural areas. We just had one of our representatives that spoke for Shitish Foundation on behalf of Shitish Foundation. So let's move on to the third nominee, that is Riya Kosha. Riya Kosha is the founder of Menstrual Gyan, and she is a menstrual hygiene educator and awareness enthusiast. She aims to normalize the gender neutral roles and a gender neutral society and normalize menstrual process. Riya, can you please share a few words with us?
Hello, Jairam. I'm Via Costa, and I'm 20 years old and founder of the project Manipulation Gas. And thank you so much, Project Vedna, for inviting me to join this beautiful meeting and have a great experience with you guys. And can I speak in English?
Yes, yes, of course. Go ahead. बिल्कुल.
Thank you so much, ma'am. जैसे हमने देखा everyone is working in rural areas कि हाँ वहाँ पे natural products नहीं मिलते हैं. Just like you can think about these too. Some people think that the period is impure. Period blood is impure. Especially the women like I'm from the city developer, and here people believe that period blood is impure and stopping the people कि वो मंदिर नहीं जा सकते हैं, इतने मैटर नहीं कर सकते हैं और कि वो इम्प्योर है तो वो कवर टच नहीं कर सकते हैं. बट वो ये चीज फॉलो तो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन साथ ही जो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन है उनके आगे उसको भी फोर्स कर रहे हैं या उनको भी मनवा रहे हैं कि वो भी उस चीज को फॉलो करें. बट पीरियड लेट मी टॉक अबाउट पीरियड इज नॉट इम्प्योर. अगर वो लोग सोचते हैं कि पीरियड इम्प्योर है, जस्ट थिंक कि जो पीरियड को इम्प्योर हो गए हैं उसी पीरियड से वो बने और इसी पीरियड से होल क्रिएशंस आर made. If they said the period is impure, then the whole creation is impure. Just think about I'm taking a school honest about menstruation, and I'm school now. Yes, and I started from since last year, and giving examples because like if you think कि अगर आप भगवान में विश्वास करते हो कि आप सोच सकते थे राम जी वो अपनी माता के साथ मदर के साथ रहते थे, वो भी एक आम इंसान थी, ह्यूमन थी. तो जब भगवान को एक मैनिफेस्टेशन कर सकते हैं तो सोचिए कि इट इज गुड जो पीरियड के टाइम पे उसे इंड्योर कैसे कहा जा सकता है, उसे भगवान से दूर कैसे रखा जा सकता है, राइट. एंड लाइक कृष्ण जी थी, शी इज लिविंग विथ हर मदर एंड शी इज अ नॉर्मल ह्यूमन. एंड इफ यू नो अगर आपको पता होगा कि कामाख्या देवी टेम्पल में गॉडेस का जो पीरियड ब्लड है वो ब्लीड करती है, राइट. और उनका जो ब्लड है प्रसाद के रूप में सबको बांटा जाता है. अगर उनका ब्लड प्योर हो सकता है तो हमारा अनुभव कैसे हो सकता है, जस्ट थिंक. एंड प्लीज जस्ट रिमेंबर अ मैन की फॉर एजिंग और फॉर मिजरी और डेथ. डू यू नो व्हाई women please she bleeds for grief, she bleeds for happiness and for creating a new life. Just think and normalize the period and breaking the taboos about it. Thank you so much, ma'am.
रिया, थैंक यू सो मच. आपने हमें आपके जर्नी के बारे में बताया. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर शेयरिंग योर अमेजिंग जर्नी एंड थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग हियर टुडे as well. Now let's move on to the next category. I invite Prapti to take the show forward.
Thank you, Rituja. So now introducing the sixth category, that is reducing school absenteeism. This award honors educators, student leaders, activists, and community leaders who work to address the core reasons for menstruation, girls' absence, and restore normalcy to their schooling. The nominee for this category is Mihir Bhatt. Mihir Bhatt is an aspiring student with an aim and goal. He has constantly engaged in guiding and supporting students constantly in their initial career planning stages and developing the aptitude to handle personal and professional challenges and enhancing philanthropic outlook in the community of youth for nation building. He has completed 6 months of mentoring in Desh Ke Mentor program under the Directorate of Education, Delhi, in appreciation of guiding Delhi government students on career exploration. Mihir, can we hear from you now, please?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, please.
Ma'am, actually, he won't be able to attend the meeting due to some emergency. So can I speak on behalf of him? So, ma'am, I'm Akriti Arora. Ma'am, actually, I'm working with him under him from last 4 months in this organization. So, our main motive was to provide to make them understand the importance of education. So, it is seen that girl children are not sent to the school after a period of time by their parents. It is generally because of the stigma thinking that girl doesn't need education. So, ma'am, not only this, we have focused about clean menstruation, like we should use reusable sanitary napkins instead of plastic sanitary napkins or the cloth. Ma'am, not only this, Meghna Bhatt is working in this organization from November 2021. And ma'am, thank you so much for providing this opportunity to him. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. His work is really motivating. Keep on shining and inspiring. Now, introducing the last and final category, that is wordsmith. This award honors writers, authors, bloggers, columnists, editors, etc., who use words to address societal issues about menstruation. The nominees for this category are Hansa Mukherjee and Kaira Kuhu Naidu. They are on a mission to create a sustainable, reusable menstrual product in India. Hansa Mukherjee and Kaira Kuhu Naidu, undergrads from Lady Shri Ram College for Women, are young and dynamic people who have researched and understood the cons of the conventional sanitary products and want people to switch from conventional to sustainable products. They are very passionate to spread education and awareness on environmental, health, and economic benefits of switching from disposable period products to sustainable products. And they have constantly engaged with various women and trying to eradicate the absenteeism in them and related to menstrual hygiene. Now, I would like to invite Hansa and Kaira to take over the stage and please speak a few words.
Hi, everyone. Firstly, Prapti, thank you for the introduction. We are genuinely very humbled to be a nominee for this award, and it's been wonderful listening to everyone's stories and the impact they have created in this space. Talking about Kaira and I, so we are students at Lady Shri Ram College. We are studying economics in our second year. From the first day Kaira and I met in college, we instantly clicked about the topic of menstruation and specifically sustainable menstruation because we feel no one around us really talked about it that much. And through our discussions, we decided to take on a personal research project in this space just for our own sake, just to satiate our own curiosity, to find out more about why people were not taking sustainable menstrual products. Was it not a viable option in India? And what we found through our research was was a huge academic gap in this space, which meant that there was not a lot of scientific research done in this industry, especially in India. And so Kaira and I decided to bridge this gap on our own. We reached out to a lot of people in India, across the country, and even outside of India to find out what was the reason for this gap and how could we bridge it. So now we are doing two projects. We are simultaneously leading two projects. One is being conducted with Penn State University, where we are studying media around menstruation. We are currently working with 5 companies in India, including Sirona and PSafe, to understand this field better. The second study we are doing under the guidance of professors at Cornell University. We are trying to understand better the consumer behavior around sustainable products and understand how the expenditure around this can be minimized. So like a little point about everyone in this meeting and everyone in the menstrual health space in general. We have genuinely found that people here are so helpful that nobody we have reached out to in this space has ever denied us help. They have been so wonderfully encouraging and enthusiastic about our research project. They have always given us advice. They've always given us really helpful points that we couldn't have figured out on our own, and genuinely gone above and beyond what they should have to help us out in this project. And lastly, we are also aware that research obviously is very removed from on-ground change, right? And research is very inaccessible in the sense that a lot of people in India will not be able to read it or access it. But we really want this research we want to bring it up with policymakers. We want to translate it into systemic on-ground change so that we can actually change the scenario in India around menstruation. And that's all about our project. Thank you once again so much for nominating us for this award.
Thank you so much, Hansa and Kaira. Your work is truly inspiring and we really appreciate your passion. Now I request Rituja to take over.
Thank you, Prapti. Now let's move on to the most awaited time. And I must say that the time has come. And now that we have met and we have greeted and we have seen all our nominees, it's time to see who won the lined up categories. Now, before that, I must say that you all are winners here because this is our first ever VEDNA Awards and in the year of 2022. And it's a pleasure that we are hosting all of you all. So you all are winners from here, for us. And I must say that we received over 80 plus registrations and 48 got nominated. And then we came up to 20 nominees by the end and by the jury. And the jury, for the jury, it was very difficult to just boil everything down to just one winner in each and every category. So it was very difficult decision to make, but we must have a winner. And here are the winners. And I must also remind you all that you all are part of history today. And you all are the first winners and first nominees of VEDNA Awards. And let's move on without any further ado to the announcement of winners. Let's start. So the award for the community engagement category goes to, let's hear the drum rolls, goes to Snehal Chaudhary from Kshitij Foundation. Snehal ma'am, congratulations to you, a very well-deserved win. And the work that you do for the betterment of the society is marvelous. And we truly are inspired by you, and we just hope that your success goes upwards and onwards. Congratulations once again.
Our next Vedna Award is for the category of donation drive. And I proudly announce the name of the winner, which is, any guesses? Which is Aditi Arora. Congratulations to you and your whole team, and you all are doing great work, and it's a great honor for our organization to be able to give you this award and show our appreciation towards it. Congratulations.
Let's move on to the next category and let's see who wins the Environmental Impact Award. Now, let's hear the drum roll one more time and see our enthusiasm. Allow me to introduce you all the winner. The winner is Aizeen Fatima. Aizeen, congratulations to you, and you're very well deserved. It's an honor that you are here today with us. Cheers to your wins and kudos to your hard work. Congrats once again. Guys, can we have a round of applause for everybody? You can unmute. Thank you.
Now the time has come to acknowledge our best social media campaign and present them with the VEDNA Award. With deep admiration, I announce the name. The award goes to Chitra Singh. Congratulations, Chitra. Your work is really admirable and inspiration for many others out there. Cheers for your win. Congratulations.
Let's move on to the next category and look into the winner of medical outreach. The winner for the category of medical outreach is none other than Ananya Chichoria. Ananya, congratulations. Hands down, you have earned this award and you totally deserve to shine today. So congratulations one more time.
Now, there are two more special categories, which is reducing school absenteeism and wordsmith. There were very few nominations for both of these categories, because of which our jury did not have a chance to decide a winner. I guess this is because both of these categories are so unique that we found out that there were very few people engaged in these work. Today, we all heard from them and understood their work and importance, and we believe that they have definitely encouraged some souls to learn and adapt from them. With utter appreciation and gratitude, we'd like to thank Mihir Bhatt, Hansa Mukherjee, and Kaira Kuhu Naidu for being a part of this event today. We are sure that by getting inspired from your work and idolizing you next year, there will be many others to compete in these categories too. Thank you so much and congratulations for all who have won their prizes. Thank you.
Thanking all the nominees and congratulating all the winners for being here today. And again, from the bottom of my heart, and I speak for my whole organization, I congratulate you with big hearts and big smiles today. Kudos to your success and your hard work. And I just wish to see you getting even more successful in your life further. It's time to jump up to the next segment, and I would like to invite Asta and Anvesha to take the show forward. Over to you guys.
Thank you so much, Rajita. So now we would like to congratulate all our winners. So first I would like to start with Snehal Chaudhary for winning the award for community engagement programs. Living with an expectation is very difficult, and I congratulate you to make this difficult thing easier with your focused mind and an indomitable spirit. Never limit yourself with the lacking. Instead, break the boundaries and move ahead. Incredibly proud of what you have achieved. You were always a rock of a character. Congratulations, Nehal ma'am. Keep up the excellent work and keep rising. Now, next, I would like to congratulate Miss Aditi Arora for winning the award for donation drive. Award is not for those who only enjoy their dreams in sleeping, but for those who cannot sleep to fulfill their dreams. I congratulate you on your success and wish you all the best for your future achievements. Incredible work, Aditi Arora. I am so proud of you for everything you continue to accomplish and for your continued commitment to making a tangible difference in this space. Congratulations to each and every member of your team. We are so proud of you all. We wish you all the glory and success in your career.
We would like to invite Snehal ma'am and Aditi to just speak a few words and share how they're feeling. So Snehal, if you could go first.
Snehal, it's not here, so Vaishnavi, you stayed with us. Would you like to say something? Aditi ma'am?
Yes, sorry, but thank you so much for this honor. It feels really good to be recognized for the work that we are doing, but also to be sharing this with so many amazing people. I think that's what's really important to us, and I hope and I truly know that in the future we all will be working together and collaborating for a community, a nation, a world which is not plagued by menstrual issues, and that no woman, no girl, no menstruator is left behind only because of their natural biological process. So thank you again, and onwards and upwards.
Thank you, Aditi. So next I'd like to invite Aizeen to speak, to share a few words with us. This award, which we have presented you with, it stands alone, proudly witnessing your hard work and dedication. It makes you sort of shine in the midst of names and fame. Keep going in your life and achieve all of your dreams with your hard work. Congratulations on your achievement and on this recognition. I consider myself blessed to know a person like you, and we're incredibly happy for you.
Thank you
Yes,
so
Aiseen, go
much.
ahead.
Thank you so much. It is really a pleasure to be here with such amazing people. And it's just the important thing is we are all just college students. Team Srimati consists of all college students, and it was just an idea which popped at like we have to do this for the menstrual hygiene. We have to make India a safer, a better, and a hygienic place for girls and women of this country. And the ones who are just not on the front line, who are in the remote areas and people like them. So Srimati is like a voice for them. So we are so glad. It's the award is not just mine, it's for Team Srimati. So this is really a great moment for us because this is just a start. We have just started Project Srimati last year, 2021, and it has to go to the new skies. So this recognition means a lot. This is the first of many, and thank you so much. And it's just that we'll strive to achieve more, do more, and like just recognize the ground realities and work on them. So thank you so much, and it was a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Aiseen.
Next we have is Chitra Singh for social media campaigning. The path of success is always tough, and those who are always ready to take challenges and have the courage to win over them are only awarded for these achievements. I congratulate you as you have such a personality. Always move ahead in life. Congratulations, ma'am. You have got the skills and the heart. Thank you for the service you have done for the community. Hard work pays off if you're patient enough to see it through and you show that it will make you possible. Wishing you all the very best, ma'am. Thank you so much for being here. I would like you to say a few words.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much for VEDNA Awards for presenting this award to me and recognizing me, considering me, this for recognizing me. And I'm feeling so wonderful to receive this award from people like you who are already doing a great job at creating such an impact on the society and making people aware that menstruation is a natural process and creating awareness and everything. And I believe that things are changing and things have changed from the past. And if people like you and like everyone, if everyone gets together in this, and I think we can create a major impact on the society. And yeah, so I feel so proud today, and thank you so much for honoring me and honoring my efforts by giving this award to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chitra. Next, I would like to call upon Ananya, as she has won the award for medical outreach. I would like to congratulate you, Ananya. You deserve this award, and I'm sure your work exemplifies it. I'm honored to be in your presence, and thank you for being a mentor, and most importantly, leading by example every day and in every way. Hearty congratulations, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Hi, actually Ananya had to step out. She has a meeting at 1:30 for the Painted Red only. So I just want to say thank you on her behalf. I'm Akriti. I'm the CEO of Painted Red Foundation. And this really, really motivates us to keep doing the work that we are doing. And Ananya has told me to give a lot of well wishes to the Vedana Foundation to especially bring all these people together, because it's important for us to work in collaboration with each other despite of whoever wins or whatever happens. And we would really, really love to stay connected with the wonderful people that we have met here and continue our work collaboratively to reach and end the period poverty and expand our work in the menstrual hygiene spectrum across all the possible states in India. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, the next category we have is for the school absenteeism category. The winner is Mihir Bhatt. Keep indulging in the work of a lifetime. Your desire and your passion has improved the lives of adolescents who are vulnerable and unable to seek help. Kindly share your thoughts on this victory, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Actually, he was unable to join the meeting due to some emergency. Ma'am, I thank you on his behalf. It was a really a great opportunity for us. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now I would like to call our founder, Abhishek, sir. He would like to share his views. He'd like to congratulate you all. Abhishek, sir, kindly please unmute yourself and say something to all our lovely nominees, to all our winners here, to everyone who is present today.
Thank you so much, Vaishnavi, and thank you so much everyone, especially हमारे देश भर के अलग-अलग हिस्सों से आए हुए सुपर इंस्पायरिंग ऐसे लोग जिनके स्टोरी सुन के बहुत ज्यादा मोटिवेशन इंस्पिरेशन मिल रही थी. On the same time, I'm really thankful to the organizing team, जिन्होंने बहुत अच्छे से इनिशिएशन से लेकर अभी तक बहुत मेहनत करी है. So thank you so much. आइडिया केवल 2 था इस पूरे इवेंट के पीछे. पहला, हम कुछ ऐसे लोगों को इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे एक साथ लाएं जो एक ऐसे कॉज के लिए काम करते हैं जिसके बारे में आज भी बहुत सारे लोग बात करना भी ठीक नहीं समझते. उसके लिए काम करना तो थोड़ा नेक्स्ट स्टेप है, बट बात करना भी पसंद नहीं करते. इनफैक्ट कि बातों को करने के अलाउ भी नहीं करते, अप्रिशिएट नहीं करते, मोटिवेट नहीं करते, सपोर्ट नहीं करते इनफैक्ट. एंड जैसे हमारे चीफ गेस्ट ने बोला कि बीइंग अ मेल और डिफिकल्ट है इस कॉज के बारे में बात करना. सो आई एम रियली फीलिंग प्राउड टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस होल इनिशिएटिव फ्रॉम बैक एंड, ऑफ कोर्स. एंड स्पेशली जो स्टोरीज जो सुनने को मिली है ना, आई थिंक इट विल इंस्पायर अस. यस, नाम है इसका, अवार्ड है, किसी को मिलेगा किसी को नहीं मिलेगा. हम कोई बहुत बड़ी चीजें नहीं देने वाले हैं, बट हाँ एक मेमोरीज देने वाले हैं, एक सेंस ऑफ पर्पस देने वाले हैं कि आप और अच्छा काम करें. और जितने भी लोग नॉमिनेट हुए थे इस अवार्ड के लिए, आई थिंक सबकी स्टोरी बहुत यूनिक है. एंड आई विल रिक्वेस्ट दिस टीम, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम, I think we should work on, maybe we can publish some stories about them, about their journey, about their organization. We should just compile it. I think ये सबको help करेगा. SDG गोल में भी ये बातें हैं, पूरी दुनिया में बातचीत हो रही है कि ऐसे भी हम सुनते हैं कि अकेला चना भार नहीं फोड़ता. हम अगर मिल के काम करें, पार्टनरशिप, कोलैबोरेशन, एक दूसरे को अप्रिशिएट करना. लाइफ में कभी कभी हमें अपनी पीठ पे कोई थपथपाने वाला भी मिलना चाहिए. बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हो, अच्छा करने की कोशिश करो, आगे बढ़ो, डोंट वरी. आई थिंक दिस काइंड ऑफ वर्ड्स हम अपनी कम्युनिटी एक ऐसा क्रिएट कर सकते हैं जो ये काम कर सकती है. सो आज का इवेंट एक दूसरे को जानने, एक दूसरे को समझने, एक दूसरे की बातें सुनने, एक दूसरे के काम को अप्रिशिएट करने और आगे के लिए शायद कुछ इंस्पिरेशन, आइडियाज, मोटिवेशन लेने का दिन था. अगेन पूरे ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम को थैंक यू सो मच कि आपने इतनी मेहनत से सब लोगों को इकट्ठा एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे लाया. एंड स्पेशली जो हमारे नॉमिनीज हैं, जो विनर्स हैं, एंड whoever is participating in this event, I think you all deserves appreciation. You all are part of history. हम कुछ ऐसा करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं जो शायद हम सबको कहीं ना कहीं मोटिवेट करेगा. सो आई एम रियली थैंकफुल टू ऑल. आपने बहुत अपना समय, कीमती समय निकाला इस वीकेंड पे एंड एक दूसरे की बातें सुनी बहुत पेशेंस के साथ. सो थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन, एंड आई होप कि वी विल स्टे कनेक्टेड, वी विल डू समथिंग मीनिंगफुल टुगेदर और शायद हम और बेहतर कुछ करने की इंस्पिरेशन आपसे मिलेगी. We are looking forward to your feedback, suggestions. In fact, we will love to work something, maybe कुछ ऐसी चीजें जो हम शायद साथ में मिलकर कर पाए. So thank you so much again, and जितने भी हमारे winners हैं सबको बहुत बहुत बधाई. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abhishek sir, for constantly guiding us, and this event wouldn't have been possible without you. It was lovely hearing from all the nominees today. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence and inspiring us. Now, I would like to invite Srimoy to present the vote of thanks. Srimoy is a sophomore from NIT Durgapur pursuing BTech in ECE. She is currently working with Project Vedna as a graphic designer. Srimoy, please take over.
Good afternoon, everyone. We have come to the end of this lively gathering. Prior to winding up, it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee to all the eminent dignitaries present here, who despite their busy schedules have spared time to attend this award ceremony. We congratulate all of you for your work that you are doing, and thank you for telling us about your organization. Last but not the least, I want to thank all the organizing team members for making this award ceremony so fun and interactive, and for contributing to its success. Further, a big thank you to the founder of Sarkari School, Abhishek sir, because of whom we could make this award ceremony possible. I once again want to state that we are grateful to all the invited guests present here for being with us throughout the award ceremony. It has been a great pleasure to know about your generous contributions to the needy. Through this award ceremony, we wanted to make you all feel special and wanted you to know how much we cherish your work. You all are really doing a great job, and we are really thankful to you all that you could take out time to come to this award ceremony. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day ahead.
Rituja, I would like you to kindly announce that we are going to give all awardees further information.
Yes. Sure. So I just wanted to know that as we have announced our winners right now, but we'll be contacting you shortly for the further award-related processes, including the certificates and all. So please stay connected with us, and we'll definitely reach you out in very shortly. Thank you so much once again for joining us at this first ever VEDNA Awards, and we are grateful for your presence, and let's meet soon some more time. Thank you.
Yes, and we are very sorry. One of our representative announced one name of the winner, but by mistake. Apart from that, congratulations to everyone, and we are so privileged and we are so happy to have you took out time and gave us so much knowledge, and you have definitely inspired us. Thank you so much, and I announce this session over. Thank you so much. We'll be in touch.